What's up? It's your girl, Tyrabell. Back with another pick a card reading. It is the full moon, so I wanted to get the messages out while my channels are very clear. And I hope that you're doing well. I hope that you are having a good break if you're on break. Or whenever you find this, my readings are always timeless. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, or share this video with whomever you think might need a quick message or enjoy this content. Also, we are not just a pick a card channel. If that's how you find us, we have so much more to offer. I just uploaded a late summer vlog, and I will link it down in the description down below. And I talk a little bit about courage, which is actually perfect with this full moon energy. In Sag season at the time of me filming this, but again, timeless. So whenever you find it is when you're meant to hear the message. And when you check out that vlog, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe over there. If you haven't already subscribed, like that video and comment, because it helps our content be pushed to other people. So literally engaging with it can support us. So even if you want to hit a dislike, you know. This is your reminder that readings are for confirmation of what your intuition is telling you. So if you hear anything that you don't like, or that does not resonate, just discard. You know, readings are not for answers. It's to feel that sense of alignment with what you're already feeling on an emotional and or intuitive level. So use it to gauge where you're at. And then obviously if it's not resonating, it's not for you. So pile 1 is the Vision Quest deck. Pile 2 is the Nightmare Before Christmas deck. Tarot. This is the Thoth. Pile 3. And pile 4 is the Modern Witch Tarot. Again, I am Tyrabell. If you're new here, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And also check out my new vlog down below. Everything will be down below. Let's get pile 1 set up. Okay, pile number one. Welcome to your reading. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Before we get into this reading, also, again, check out my latest vlog when you're done with this reading, especially if it resonates. The message is about courage and just support the channel in any way you can. Anyway, let's get into your message. So you chose the Vision Quest deck. So we have the Mother of Water. We have this Mother of Water. So I want to say if you're feminine, that you are this Mother of Water. If you identify as feminine energy predominantly, or if you are masculine watching this is someone around you. But I think it's you, this Mother of Water. So I want to say how she's holding 2 cups, and there's also fish and an otter swimming at her waistline. So you might be in the thick of it, in the thick of your emotions, but also handling it well and trying to find that sense of balance. So otters for me represent lightheartedness and playfulness, and fish represent fertility. So with this full moon, it's important to know it's okay to go with the flow, to do that self-nurturing and finding that balance, especially within your emotions. It sounds silly, but it's more important than you realize. But if you're Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, like, you got it on lock, you know that that's your key to success and to feeling, in flow with things. So if there's any self-criticism at this time that's servicing, really choose that self-nurturance. Know that you deserve it, and it's better to be real than it is to be perfect. So moving away from any need to be absolutely perfect. And I think that this will help you get a little bit more honest about how you're feeling at this time, and really feel through the circumstances, and be guided more so by your intuition rather than that voice of criticalness. Remember that intuition is about having solid reasoning and that critical voice is looking for perfection, which is unrealistic. So if you really want to get to the truth of the matter, to see a honest reflection of the present moment, look inside especially your emotional body. And it sounds corny, but look into your heart. What's on your heart at this time, and make sure that you're balancing out those emotions. So in youth, when you were younger, you may have been a little bit more impulsive, risk-taking, daring, and now your internal self is maybe contemplative, and you're feeling the desire to be impulsive, but a bit unsure or ungrounded, or you fear being impulsive and or ungrounded. So Spirit is like, it's okay to take a break and to rest your thoughts, because when it comes together, it's going to make more sense than trying to force anything at this time, force an outcome. So I want to say be patient and give it space, whatever it is. It could be your thoughts, it could be your emotions, or a circumstance, but give it space, because it will make sense very soon, and it will come together as it's meant to. So especially if you're kind of punishing your inner child for its wild nature, please dial it back. Respect your impulsive nature or your passionate side without judgment or trying to be perfect or fixating on the past, I want to say. So patience is important, and you're going to need that wild side for when you step out into social settings. So there's where you can be more fiery and more passionate and more confident and courageous. But right now, I think you're doing that self-mothering so you can embody that energy in a way that makes sense for you. So we have the Ace of Fire. I want to say you might be a little intimidated by your own sexual power, I'm hearing tenacity or attraction, embodiment. And so there may be some self-pleasuring happening, or this is something you should explore. I want to say, when you honor your sexual energy, and I know that there's a lot of misconception that sexual liberation is giving it away all the time and using your sexual energy to make others happy before you make yourself happy, which is really a huge misconception. So just because you might self-pleasure or understand your own intensity, that does not necessarily make that sexual liberation a bad thing. And it isn't about others. It's really about feeling confident and secure within your own sacral and root chakra energy. So I think that this will contribute to you being more authentic and speaking up for yourself, also being in alignment. So our sexual energy is also our creative energy. It helps us be really intentional, and it helps us plant really good seeds and stay in alignment with our instincts and what we know is coming in the future for us, or with what we are manifesting. So if you're able to use your creative sexual energy in a way that is positive to yourself, there's no doubt that it will be positive for others when they get to experience it. So I want to say harness it, honor it, be way more generous with yourself in that way. So I see some new ideas, some new sparks, some new desires, and I want to say confronting any fear to improve like your solar plexus energy. And like I said, maybe some self-pleasure happening, and just know that when you are getting intimate with yourself, it is a reflection of how you will be with others. So do it in a way that benefits you. And then there's no doubt that when you exchange it with others, it will be a positive experience because you'll know yourself. So we have the 10 of Earth, wealth. So there is this really deep transformative energy around your money, your finances, and your family. So whatever legacy you'll leave behind when you leave the earth. I tend to notice that the winter time makes people contemplate death more, usually in Scorpio season, but winter just generally, because it is like a death process that the earth goes through that helps it prepare for spring. So I want to say that this is kind of happening to your material realm, and it's for the best and greatest good, even though it might not feel so great. And sometimes, and I think it's because Spirit wants you to end any familial issues that have, maybe persisted for too many legacies, too many generations. And a lot of that insecurity, I want to say, is rooted in infatuation, obsession, and childhood wounding. So there's a lot of scorpionic healing work happening around money, family, and finances. So if you're looking to improve your security materially, your material realm, it is going through a death and rebirth process. So you might have noticed like your money maybe went through a huge fluctuation recently, or you quit something that you thought was going to be the career forever, and maybe you found more money elsewhere. So you're kind of one of those where you might have already gone through this transformation and you're on the other side and you're making a lot more money, or also, you might have been someone who didn't want kids or family because of what you've seen growing up, and now you might be on the other side of that healing work or that transformation, and you might feel like, well, wow, I think I could do this. So I want you to look up the word limerence, and there's lots of videos online, psychology videos about limerence, and idealizing people, especially due to childhood wounding. So that is a big lesson, a spiritual lesson for you in this lifetime. But I think it has something to do with your lineage. So you might be already on the other side of that transformation or in the midst of it. It could be ongoing. So we have this father of earth. There could be a toxic relationship to love and to money, but if not that, then there's a father of earth, an earth sign, where there might be a toxic circumstance happening with this person that feels a bit like love, but it's really something you should be protecting yourself from, because there might be more to it than that meets the eye, and it might parade itself around as love, especially if this person exchanges financial things with you. So let's see. I think Spirit really wants you to protect yourself at this time. Okay, let's get some Oracle. And I'm hearing shedding the past. So this could be someone from the past as well. This father of earth. Like, this would be someone where, like, on the outside, they were the ideal partner, but it actually is something that's not so healthy. So I want to say, like, maybe the lessons that you learned from this person improved your self-esteem. Like, this person might have been a bit like love bomby. Yeah, and it might have been built in a little bit of like lust, temptation, eros. And if this is resonating, it is important not to be critical or judgmental, especially of your perception or this person's perception of what relationship is. Of course, have your boundaries and call a spade, but, then detach. Then just detach. So we have best possible decision. Artemis, goddess of the bow, help me see what must be known. So I want to say someone's seeing something way more clearly, especially if there's toxicity within a relationship or a connection. And there will be better solutions, options in the future. Yeah. So we have destiny. All that I shall need to know as I walk shall now be shown. So anyone that is in a relationship, hopefully this isn't a triggering message if you're with this person, but if you feel that pull towards something else, it's because there's a destined path for you. There's a better option, a better possibility. And maybe this option, though it is seemingly sturdy, has an underlying toxicity to it. So if Spirit is showing you that, make sure you're accepting that as wisdom. So we have wisdom on a Saturday with a waxing moon. Let wisdom come to me and be renewed. So you're a very wise person. Trust your guidance if your intuition is also confirming this message. And you will be renewed. There will be a better path for you. Some of you are already on the path, and this is just a reminder. So we have good cheer, with kind heart and humor free. May good cheer rule, so mote it be. So there's some good news about your destiny. So whatever Spirit's going to show you with your connection to the divine, because I see that you are intuitive, as long as you're in touch with your emotions and you're listening to what's on your heart, you're going to be guided in the right direction. There's a destiny for you. There's a better path. I want to say, if finances are important to you, trust that the destiny has something better in store. It's definitely going to be better. One second. So, I want to say be ready for some good news. If you are looking for something that's more secure, we have the stone. So you might be this secure person for people, but if not, this is what you're calling in, something that's truly stable. And then we have miracles and blessings. Everything has its gift. So especially if something is being transformed, your finances, your family, there's a blessing in it. It's going to quite physically pay off. So this seems like a very positive message. Like there's some heavy truths, but it's like Spirit is like, you're ready to receive this message. There's good things on the other side. So whatever's leaving, let it, even if it means experiencing some sort of like ego death along with it, you know? Let's see what else, if there's anything else. So we have get over your ex. So some of you are with this person, but the other half of you, it's like an ex. It's a lingering past energy, seeing them through this limerence, through this lens that's not quite healthy. So, keep getting grounded. I want to say you could use a night out, getting social, meeting new people. Pause this video if you need time, but this is the time where you think of a question, anything that you feel is unanswered in this reading, and I roll the dice and see what it says. So think of a question, and your answer is very soon. So if this reading isn't quite hitting, or you feel like Spirit's not going to drop these gems on you, wait, give it a second, very soon. So whatever you asked, very soon. Also, be prepared for some information that's going to feel right as rain, and you're going to feel like, I understand this lesson, I understand this person, I understand this circumstance. I want to say also study, learn anything you can that, will add a sense of value to your life, I want to say. Because there's something valuable within this circumstance, and it might feel like a blessing. So that is your reading, pile 1. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and I hope that this was helpful. Thank you for letting me be your reader, and have a great holiday if you watch this at the time of filming. And if not, just have a good day. And we're off. We are off to pile 2. again, same thing on the bottom. All right, well, hello, Pile 2. Welcome to the channel. I want to say welcome back. You're a returning subscriber. I just feel it. If not, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Literally, my ears started ringing. Like, comment, subscribe to this video. It helps our channel, and I know you want to help, so do it. We have this Nightmare Before Christmas tarot, and I want to say, hold your head up high, chin high. No more disappointment, Pile 2. No. Sorry, I'm being silly. So you chose Nightmare Before Christmas tarot, and just know that when you're operating from a space of disappointment, which you're allowed to feel your feelings and feel how you feel. I'm not saying you can't feel how you feel, because you're going to do it anyway. But when you're feeling disappointed, it comes off as guarded and shut down. So if that is not how you want to be seen, it is important that you are conscious with how you feel and you take charge of how you feel, because the beauty in the 5, this is not in your spread. It looks like a past energy. So I want to say it's important to know that when you're in this 10 of Cups energy, there is always a turnaround. There's always a pivot. There's always, there's always going to be an obstacle, but there's always a new option as well. So I want to say don't let that energy of disappointment linger too long that you miss out on new opportunity. So we have this King of Needles. So you might be contemplating right now on I'm hearing critical thinking. And it's funny because what you're thinking about has to do with how you feel. So this is how you move through feelings, especially these feelings are trying to open up your heart, your emotional body, right? And if you're feeling triggered, you then climb to the mind and you focus those feelings instead of in the heart. You put it in your head, which is smart. I get it. Feel safe. And so I think you're trying to approach your emotions in that critical thinking type of way. You're trying to be reasonable, rational, and smart. You want to be smart. You're a very smart person. I think that you're also trying to rely a little bit on divine timing. Maybe a little bit of rumination in there. I think that you're thinking about someone that you find highly attractive. You think they're gorgeous. And as I was shuffling, I also heard, I was hearing things. I don't know if I want to share that. I was hearing things. Hold on. Okay, a few things fell out. 1 second. So you're a critical thinker, a deep thinker. I'm hearing good planner, and there's shadows as well. So you can lean towards manipulation sometimes. No shade, no tea. We're all human. So I want to say you just want to be smart with how you feel, especially if the feelings are new. And I think it has to do with some sort of connection. And I think you're trying to trust in divine timing. I think also you're trying to use your own will within the circumstance as well as trusting in divine timing. So it could be one or the other, But Spirit's like both. Both. Detachment while also planning, I want to say. Write about the best case scenario and really separate yourself from any complaints. There's some answers from Spirit that really want to reach you, and the more optimistic you are, the better you will hear the guidance. So especially if there's any past lingering energies of disappointment, Spirit is like, trust your identity to be in touch with your reality. So don't like defeat yourself before you achieve what you want to achieve by maybe being too critical. So we have this King of Candles. So okay, so the King of Candles and the King of Needles are very different people. The King of Candles is someone who's extremely thoughtful, maybe too thoughtful sometimes, and can be very detached. Whereas the King of Candles is way more passionate and chauvinistic and maybe charismatic in a positive light. This is also somebody who thinks with their passionate energy. Like, you can think more with your sensual, sexual thoughts and things like this. So I want to say there is someone that brings out a more courageous side in you. You might see this person as someone who's extremely highly intuitive and or sensitive. You might feel how this person feels from time to time, and that might actually turn you on. You might also see this person as a very high potential partner. And I think to be with this person, you might feel like you would have to be a courageous King of Candles. And there is some sort of negative karma that you need to look into that you may have already experienced. And if you're feeling a telepathic bond with this person, there's something to notice about the communication between the two of you. And I think that will give you a little bit more insight into who you are, and also if the feelings are reciprocal. I think that you are trying to be critical of your choices because you know that lust is deceiving. So maybe you don't trust your King of Candles. You don't trust him. Maybe he's helped you make some... I'm hearing the word pitiful. I don't know. Maybe that's how you see that side of yourself. I don't know. Lust is deceiving. I totally get it. But you have a lot of yang energy. You're a masculine for sure. And if you're not a masculine, you exude masculinity. Feminines, you have that yang dominance. And whoever you're thinking about is very much a receptive feminine energy. Very moon-like. Water energy. So I want to say you think that this person is high potential. They have high potential, and maybe you think that they see you in a very deep way. But I don't. Anyway, I'm not gonna judge the reading. I'm gonna keep going. So we have the Fool. So you might feel like it's risky business because there are other competitors, or there's other conflicting views, or there is competition or stress. You might feel stressful to be taking such a risk, or you just feel like a fool. Let's give it like 1,000. You might feel a little bit foolish. And the Fool card is such a beautiful energy. I'm an Aries, so I get it. And it's like you can go one of two ways. You could take a risk and you can lean into your innocence and trust in divine timing, the divine. Or you can simply look foolish because you were naive and you may have not taken too much precaution, right? So I will say that what's transforming at this time is your lessons around whatever stressors you experience within new circumstances. So, whatever triggers you, I want to say. I think it's competition or overwhelm. So if you want to feel that sense of independence, it's really important not to just sit in feelings of sorrow, I want to say. Allow yourself to be this king of candles and be social, charismatic, compassionate. And I would say don't compete. Don't compete. But for whatever reason, I feel maybe you feel obligated to. So that's where this Fool energy can come in such a positive way, is that I just heard reinforcements. So maybe you have divine guidance and your guides come in as reinforcement. So it's okay to look a little foolish if that means you're being authentic and you're moving in an independent way. And I think the only thing that would stop you is like sorrow. From doing that is sorrow. So that's transforming. Any stressors, I think you're going to lean way more into this Fool energy, or that is the advice. Maybe in the future or at the present moment, you're feeling a bit of a hermit, kind of dealing with this sorrow, contemplating, trying to be rational with these feelings. And Spirit is like, yes, you are the King of Needles and you are the King of Candles. So if you don't know the tarot, you can look up the King of Wands and the King of Swords and read their definitions and their archetypes. 1 second. Okay, sorry. So Spirit's like, you are multi-dimensional. You have different sides of yourself. It's okay to embody different archetypes. And I think once you commit to being multi-dimensional, it will be easier for you to commit in other areas as well. So I think the Fool is kind of that reminder that we can, like the innocence, you can go back to square one at any point. You could take a new journey at any point, and you can start over. So whatever's happened to make you feel like you couldn't be your King of Candles, your compassionate, fiery, confident version of yourself, it's going to block commitment in your life. And it's kind of going to keep you in that energy of like maybe overthinking and feeling sorry for yourself, right? So to be committed is also to have integrity. And I think that whoever you're thinking about is capable of commitment and is capable of having integrity and is also multi-dimensional, and you are reflecting that. Your reflections. So I want to say it's time to be more social and confident. The mind is great. You're a smart person, but you have range. So make sure you're showing up as all sides of your masculinity and all sides of yourself. Let's get some oracle. And I think the only thing that's blocking that commitment to yourself, commitment to your future, commitment to the wisdom, things that you're understanding about yourself at this time or lessons you're learning, is sorrow. And it's okay to feel how you feel, but the tide's going to turn eventually. So be ready to transform those stressors, things that make you feel stressed out. And the more you let that coin flip, page turn, you're going to start to feel confident in the process of, I want to say, dealing with new emotions, dealing with competition. So there's something that you need to let go of. But if it's commitment that you want and integrity that you want, if you can embody it, you can receive it. That's just facts. So we have 33, creativity. By all above and all below, let me connect to let creativity flow. So your crown chakra is popping. That's why you're so intelligent. You're so smart. You receive insights from the divine. So, trust what you know. Trust what you know. And then it says the union of hearts. There's a connection of love that defies explanation. You saw me shuffle this on camera. Divinely timed connection. I said that in the beginning. Union of hearts. So spirit is pulling this together. You can trust yourself. You can trust spirit. You can be an active participant in this connection by, I want to say, being your full self. So we have the comic. So never take yourself too seriously. That's the fool. That's the fool energy we talked about. Innocence, playfulness, lightheartedness, especially in high stress situations. It's never that serious. And the only thing that's going to keep you anchored in sadness is, or stress is sadness. And maybe vice versa. Maybe stress can anchor you in sadness, and sadness can anchor you into more stress. So maybe it's like two sides of the same coin. Is there anything else? So if spirit is sending you signs and synchronicities, it's time to acknowledge them. They're saying, like, we've been communicating with you. So make sure you honor those loving signs and synchronicities, especially if you feel like there's a telepathic connection. And most of all, honor yourself. If you want that love in return, give it to yourself first. Whatever bad karma that you've experienced, or like bumps in the road, look deeper into those things, but don't let that hold you back. Just look into it. Pause this video if you need more time to think of a question. Think of any question that may be still lingering from this reading. Once you have your question, you can hold it in your mind. If you don't have it, again, pause this video. The answer is no, and it landed on the Hierophant. And when I said no, I felt like my heart light up. So I'm going to say be in flow. That's what I'm going to say. Be in flow. Commitment is not control. And I want to say be grounded. Also, share your knowledge. Know whatever you know something. You're creative, or you're very smart about something. Like, you understand something, and Spirit's like, you know something. Maybe you're refining it in your hermit mode right now. You're learning how to honor different sides of yourself. So I hope that contributes to your answer. No is the answer. So yeah. Detach, don't control. Control is not commitment. Commitment and control are not the same thing. Integrity and commitment are the same thing. I hope that this helped. My brain hurts, so if you're overthinking at this time, like, you're already a very smart person, don't put yourself in analysis paralysis. Your crown chakra is open. I will say that. So if you want your guides to like help you tone it down, you can do some visualization work, you can pray. to clear out your like mental psychic channels, things like that. Get it under control. And I'm gonna say, like, relax, be a social human being, and express all sides of yourself. Don't condense. Okay, thank you, pile 2. Comment down below 2 hearts for this union of hearts if this message resonates, and we're gonna move on to pile 3. Thank you again. Like, comment, and subscribe. I really cannot breathe through my nose out wall right now. It's awful. Okay. Hello, pile number 3. I hope I wasn't calling pile 2 not pile 3. I hope I wasn't, but make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We're gonna get into it. You chose the Thoth deck. Again, like, comment, and subscribe. Hope you guys are doing well. So for your first card, we have the Knight of Swords. So for me, this is ambition. It can be like a lot of mental energy, so it can be a little bit clumsy because it's moving very quickly because it's so ambitious. Sometimes not necessarily ambitious, but just mental, very mental. It also can be someone who's like lurking, watching, observing. So I want to say someone is working really hard on their projects and going towards something that's going to bring them a lot of financial stability, like supporting themselves in a way that is going to feed into their lifestyle to make their lifestyle more leisurely, or effortless, I want to say. I keep hearing she works hard for the money, so whatever you resonate with, take it as it resonates. So your dreams are trying to help you realize something about the way that you're pursuing something financially, the way that you're going about it. And something about what you're doing is, I want to say, inauthentic or not suitable, or it's not doing what you think it's doing. So make sure you're paying attention to your dreams if you're like sleeping on yourself in some way. Also, if you're dealing with people that treat you like a transaction. So some of you might be dancers. or even like, I'm hearing dancing for them dollars, Tyga. If you know, you know. So don't mistake transactional relationships as real stability. People who care about you and honor you don't do transactions with you. They don't use money or materialism to compensate for the lack of love, affection, attention, and things like that. So trigger warning for this reading. If it doesn't resonate, peace. So I want to say, know your worth, know your value. You're going to be living the lifestyle that you've dreamt of. And people should want to solve your financial problems because they can, but not because they're trying to prove anything or get something out of you or whatever. So that's something to take note of. But I think that there are some sort of like scorpionic lessons to learn around your ambition and how you view wealth. If you want that, abundant lifestyle, easy lifestyle, your dreams are trying to assist you in maintaining it or having it. So if anyone is ambitious towards you or helping you and supporting you in any way, make sure it's not a transactional relationship. Make sure that that person is helping and supporting you because you deserve it. Not to prove anything or compensate for anything else. So we have the priestess. I want to say this is you. So there's a lot of mental energy, but in the best way, it's a lot of like ability to do that scorpionic like healing work on self specifically, to see through the veil, to see through to people's true intentions, to not really get too caught up in the 3D reality. I feel like this is what would make you a good person, to have a lot of financial abundance if you don't already, because you see the limits in almost a limerence in the material realm. If this is not you, this is what you're working on. I think that you're getting into alignment with someone who you might either have feelings for, or someone who has feelings for you. So you might also be picking up on how this person feels about you. I want to say continue getting into alignment by doing your own self-mothering. Even though this is the High Priestess, I usually don't. I guess we do have the Queen of Cups here. It's the next card, but Queen of Cups is usually my self-mothering card. But the High Priestess is a healer. She can be a healer as well. And I think how she becomes the healer is through healing herself and through her perceptiveness. So I want to say you got someone, thinking about you, and you might also be feeling this. So if you enjoy that, continue getting into alignment by embodying the priestess. So here's our Queen of Cups. So I want to say, if you find yourself resting a lot, the Queen of Cups can be a very sleepy gal. Rest is important to her. As a clarifier, I also do have the Empress. So the Empress she's the embodiment of all of the court cards: the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Fire, Wands, and the Queen of Earth. So, but I think right now you're in a very high emotional, but also priestess, so intuitive energy. So really, I want to say gear that towards your healing, towards your inner mother healing. You may be a mother. If this is not the case, you are feeling a partner that might see you in that way, or you might be feeling, or a crush, or you might also just be embodying a lot of feminine. Like, this is a highly feminine energy pile. I'm hearing Beyonce, that girl. I'm that girl. So Oshun energy, if you know who Oshun is. Venus energy. Yes, 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 yes. So pregnancy for someone is a potential. Someone might need to get a pregnancy test. If you're trying to get pregnant, you are. Yes, yes, yes. All of that and above. So we have also the Justice clarifying the Queen of Cups. So I want to say there's some sort of positive outcome having to do with your healing work, your abundance, your ability to produce, to create. And if you are not a mother, you create something that has to do with the performance art or creativity. And a big part of your creative process is or should be your healing work and your emotional depth, your intuition. So you're about to have something play out in your favor, and it's through whatever rest you're taking. I want to say honor yourself, because you're going to be, or you are, very abundant, very sensual, very beautiful, I want to say. So if you weren't feeling that, this reading's just to confirm all these things that you are. I just want to shower you in affirmation. Someone may actually be taking a shower right now while listening to this. Someone might need new shoes, buying yourself a new pair of heels. I'm also hearing tigress. I don't know why. So if there is something intuitively that you're wondering if it's going to go in your favor, you kind of feel like, yeah, it might go my way. It is going to go your way. It could be like legal. It could be within finance. It could be having to do with a mother or something you create. So we have Dominion. This is my willpower card. So it is important to know that you have power within the circumstance, to honor your power, to also know that you're co-creating with the divine. And if the divine is taking you down new paths, it's because you're worthy. You are the empress, or you are the high priestess. You are the Queen of Cups. Like, know who you are, know your value. There is also some sort of coming together of two creative individuals, or independent individuals, or even highly sensual, sexual individuals. If you're not already in a partnership, this could be something that already exists. Especially with this Aries energy. It's like very playful, sensual energy. So if you're feeling that desire to collaborate, even if it feels uncertain, it's time to start trusting in the divine. And your healing work is going to bring that sense of willpower and feeling like you are in control, and that drive, that ambition. So whatever your dreams are trying to reveal to you is going to improve the way that you go after what you're trying to go after. There will be co-collaboration. There will be someone who's going to be there with you, and you won't be doing it alone. Even if it's not just romantic, it could be also like work collaborators. So I want to say, it's okay if you can't really fully see the full vision. Whatever is in front of you, that's what you need. And like, keep like digging your staff in the ground and moving forward. Like, take it day by day, take it step by step. Especially through these seasonal shifts. Let's get some clarifiers. Someone wants to be pregnant, and I want to say, you are or you will be. Like, someone was afraid that they were barren. No. So that's the good news here, is that like someone's pregnant. And like, if it's not that 3D, it's like you're worried about a project and you're like, I don't know if it's gonna work because I have to rest and I need to like catch up on other things. She's like, nope, it's gonna go in your favor. It's gonna be fine. It'll be all right. Okay. So I understand now this early energy that I was talking about, like the way that you were approaching something isn't necessarily working. We'll get to that in a second. Hold on to that thought. So we have joy. As I do will, so mote it be. Let joy radiate from me. So that's what I'm saying. There's good news about like a project or a child. So I want to say confidence is needed. And this picture has a child on it. It says the heart of the matter. There is more going on than what meets the eye. Recognize what this is all about. So if something isn't happening when you want it to, and you feel like you're super ambitious about it, using all that logic isn't always the answer. You have to be way more reliant on spirit and willing to co-collaborate with spirit and with others. So if your dreams are revealing that, trust that. True willpower is going to be within your healing work and hope, having hope in the circumstance. So get to the heart of the matter. So we have the sword. Comment down below a sword if this reading is resonating. So for me, the sword represents cutting yourself off from cutting out the toxic masculine energy. So you see how this card has two suns on it, the dark sun and the yellow sun. Severing yourself from any toxic masculinity at this time is going to help you balance yourself out with your true duality, which is your feminine dark energy and your masculine light energy. So femininity is already a dark energy. And why? Because it's our high priestess. It's something that's seen as darkness, but actually is used to help us look at the gruesome and grueling within ourselves and within others and heal it and transform it and see the good in the bad. So especially if there's a crush, it's time to start seeing the good in the bad within the circumstance. Also, if that's a partnership, it could be a partnership as well. But anything that is toxic masculinity, so overworking, overburdening yourself, being fueled by the wrong things, creating enemies when it's not needed, fueling the fire, being combative, being deceptive, being overly competitive. It can go on. Look up toxic masculinity. You're too graceful to not be in your dark feminine energy and your light masculine energy. You are a very graceful person and you want to be taking the right action. So I want to say protect yourself from this imbalance. If it's showing up in your life, it's time to it's a reflection to cut it out. There's some good news here. Some positive things. Also, to be focusing on your joy is really important. So pause this video if you need more time, but think of any question that might be on your mind. Think of any question. You might be seeing 222, the number 2 everywhere, synchronicities, or 111, 11 as well. So if you had a question, hold it in your mind. I'm going to give you an answer. The answer is take action. So Spirit wants you to get into more alignment with, I want to say if this is a partner, if this is a crush, whatever you see in this moment intuitively about the circumstance, about the question is valid. And whatever Spirit is trying to give, the answers that they're trying to give you or the support they're trying to give you and moving forward is more about alignment. That's a feminine action to take. Action to take is getting aligned with someone or something rather than forcing or controlling or manipulating something. That's toxic masculinity. So get into alignment. And I'm hearing match made in heaven. So some of us are with someone who reflects us in a really positive way, or crushing on someone that reflects us in a very positive way. And you want to be a positive co-collaborator. So your answer is take action. And the action is to get into alignment. Do what is going to help you be in better alignment, especially with your joy. Pile 3. I hope that this resonates. For someone, I want to say put your dancing shoes on. But I hope that this resonates. Make sure you're creating healthy emotional boundaries as well. Valuing yourself. I want to say believe in love. Believe in positive co-collaboration. And again, comment down below sword if this resonates. And share this video. Share this video with your friends. Let's get this YouTube channel popping. Alright, we're moving on. Pile 3, thank you for being here. Love ya. I hope you have a good night. And we're on to pile 4. Oh my goodness, I literally cannot breathe through my nose at all right now. Hello, pile 4. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. And comment down below. Comment down below a butterfly if you chose pile 4. I want to see who chose this pile. I want to say I congratulate you, but also in the future I support you and challenge you. Maybe some of us need to be challenged, but support you, challenge you, and congratulate you for being a chooser in this life, to make solid choices for yourself and choices that benefit you, especially within connections, to know your power in that way. Pile 4. So we have the Empress. She's my favorite. Don't tell anybody that I said that, but she's my favorite. So we have the Empress. You may look like this woman on this card. So I'm hearing embodiment. I want to say you got a nice body, nice shape, but you also embody a very multi-dimensional and solid, abundant person. I think that my favorite thing about the Empress, especially in this day and age, is that her, similar to the High Priestess, even though she's more 3D, they have this 5D understanding that abundance is in everything. It's not just the material realm. It's internal, it's external, it's spiritual and material. It's all things. And that true sense of identity can come from so many different things. And it makes us feel grounded when we are aware of what true abundance is. And sometimes it's simply having autonomy and knowing that you have autonomy and knowing that you have support of angelic beings or whatever. So I want to say God, Spirit really supports you at this time, and they're around you, especially when it comes to your choices, and knowing that you do not have to settle for anything in life and that you can make authentic choices. And that, especially if you've been through rough patches, or even if you're currently coming out of a rough time, things improve. And when they do, you learn significant lessons, and but the tides do turn. I think that you have that self-trust and that innate wisdom about you, Miss Empress. So you could be also a male listening to this reading. So I want to say you've made really positive investments. And if you're contemplating one right now, Spirit's like, take action. Make sure you invest. You are making great choices, and continue being a chooser. So I want to say there were some, I'm hearing dud. There were some people or relationships from your past that really did not serve you. And you may be reflecting on these energies, and some memories may be surfacing. So I want to say anything that's behind you is behind you for a reason. And if it's time to make new investments, go for it. Especially the Empress is usually portrayed as someone who is pregnant. So this does not have to be physical pregnancy, but this can also be, creative investments. We know abundance is everything, right? So it's not just like, children also represent abundance, because children are pricey. Usually, in some cultures, it's usually wealthy families that have a lot of children. So humans cost a lot. We are very important investments and assets, in a positive way, not in a extortive way or toxic masculine way. So there are some maybe fears and some sort of emotional, memories, could be triggers surfacing at this time. I think you're handling it well. I don't think it's necessarily bothering you too much, but Spirit is like, don't let it make you doubt your investments for the future or present investments. Take action, be proactive, keep reflecting, and then it's time to move forward, as we do. So if you feel like you're going through some sort of transformation at this time, we do have the Death card, and it's okay to honor your healing process and know that it is so tightly linked to your creative process. So again, take action, even if you feel like you're in a transformation, even if you feel like you're resting, even if you feel like you're doing some sort of healing, transformative work. You are still worth making those investments or creating that thing. So, obviously rest when you need to, but it's not a time to give up. I don't necessarily feel that energy here, but, it may look a little rocky sometimes. So this may be your reminder, because it's the Death card. It's a deep transformation. And so we have the Star. Star is our healing and hope card. I'm going to say you're healing your internal mother. And that message was kind of through and through. So you guys might be listening all the way through. Some of you are listening to more than one pile. But we have the Empress again. And I want to say our healing work allows us to be detached. So really detached from the outcome. And I think you might notice as you pour into yourself at this time, how people respond to that energy, that healing energy. If you're seeing herons at this time, that is a synchronicity and a confirmation from Spirit. Also look up what herons symbolize, especially if you're seeing them in the dream state. So when it comes to our ability to create, it's important to be a conscious collaborator with God, with Spirit, and to trust when your intuition is telling you something is off. So obviously take your time, but I want to say, know that you are making the right investments and value what you're building in your life at this time. So patience with your healing is important, and that allows for detachment. I think that you are someone who trusts that the right connection will find you when you're ready. And in the meantime, you're looking very scrumptious, very delicious, very abundant, fertile. So we have the Two of Wands. I feel like I'm speaking to females, but it could be masculines too. What's up? Welcome to the chat. I mean, to the video, to the channel message. So we have the Two of Wands. This was the last card in another pile as well. So again, check out another pile if you feel called to. So we have the Two of Wands. There's something that feels new in life, and that newness requires our skill, our determination. And it's like kind of like feeling like something what I could relate the feeling to is like getting hired for a new job. And you've had so many synchronicities around this thing, but you never could have guessed maybe like 5 years prior that you'd be in this position. But it's like Spirit has already like prepared you for it, and you're kind of doubting your ability. But I literally heard stop that. Like, stop doubting, even though it feels new. It's like if you really contemplated the healing work maybe leading up to this point, or the transformations that you've been through, or comparing even yourself to that past version of yourself, or if there's people that resurface that make you doubt yourself, like really stop that. Because Spirit is just saying like all you have to do is continue to trust the guidance and believe that you are endowed or capable, and it's okay to not have all the answers, but you have say so in this scenario, and the will to keep progressing forward is important, and that will require faith. And Spirit is like, there is a positive, adjustment happening, and it will play out in your favor. And it may involve cutting out some untrustworthy people, information, or things. So do know that. And detachment is important, to let everything be what it is in the moment, so you can really call a spade and be discernful. So there will be justice within something that was feeling sketchy. And that uncertainty is necessary for whatever reason. That doesn't mean that it won't go in your favor. So I want to say, trust yourself. Trust who you are as a person. And like I keep hearing endowed, prepared, conscious. I felt like I was like repeating myself a little bit in this one because of things I've already said, but it's okay that they kind of reflect other readings, right? So maybe people are listening all the way through. I was expecting them all to be super like drastically different, but that's okay. Ooh, that was so many. Okay, wait. No. So I want to say just seeing what I just saw. There's some people from the past that are thinking about you. And maybe you had to put up some walls with these people, and that's okay. There's going to be a justice around those scenarios. And, you're very lovable. Especially the Empress, you're very lovable. People can get very addicted to that energy of abundance too, and healing. And even if you've gone through, transformations that you don't look it. And even if people can tell, like they see how it's benefited you and been such a positive thing for you to heal and transform yourself. So especially people in the past can really want to leech onto that energy, especially if you're a beautiful person and you have a nice body, things like that too, the superficial things. But I will say too that taking care of your body is also really important at this time. I think that you do. There's some sort of help on its way to you as well. So that's why Spirit is like, there's guidance. To remain in your power is important, because there's going to be more guidance on how to move forward. So healing, candle flame, burn this hour, bring me to your healing power. So what did we say with that star card? The healing is the answer. It always is. And you might be healing your relationship to your body as well. It's Sag season, so that tends to happen. Also with this Mercury retrograde, that's why that past energy is lingering. So if you feel something's off, it is some stank energy from the past is resurfacing. So we have love makes the difference. Love can help heal past hurts and provide a sense of security, self-worth, and importance. So especially if, there's some memories that made you question your value. You know your value now, I want to say, pile 4. And if there's people in your auric field that don't know their value, you might be picking up on that as well. So really pray for people. Try to transform that energy. Pray for yourself. Do that healing work to transform any dense or heavy energies at this time. Love makes the difference. So we have the gem. This is definitely someone who's been through it. Diamonds are formed under pressure, but you still shine very bright. It sounds silly, but unconditional love really does go a long way. So think of a question that might be lingering in your mind after hearing all of this information. I'm hearing soldiering on. Pause this video if you need more time to think of a question. Okay, so your answer is take action, and it landed on the Love Makes a Difference card. I'm going to read it one more time. It says, love can help heal past hurts and provide a sense of security, self-worth, and importance. So take action. We did talk about taking action and investing into something. And the clarifying card I just pulled says, decide to be happy now. Open your heart to bliss. See the good around you. So I want to say there's some sort of really positive outcome, and opening up emotionally is going to be really beneficial. I think I want to leave it at that. Thank you, Pile 4, for being here. Comment down below a diamond if this resonated. And also, what did I say earlier to comment down below? I can't remember. I think it was a butterfly for transformation. Thank you for watching this. Some of you guys are watching all the way through, so thank you for hanging out with me. Make sure you check out my new vlog. It's gonna be down below, and I hope you guys have a great day, night, evening. I will see you in a new video very soon. Goodbye.